Success doesn't wait, neither should you. Welcome to Dr. Eric T. Motivation Corner. Success doesn't wait, IT doesn't pause, IT doesn't slow down because you're tired, IT doesn't care that you're confused, IT doesn't care that you're figuring things out. It moves every single day. And while it's moving, you're hesitating, you're overthinking, you're scrolling, you're delaying. And that gap is costing you your future. Let me hit you with something hard. Every day you wait, someone else is training. Every day you hesitate, someone else is executing. Every day you doubt yourself, someone else is building confidence through action. Success doesn't wait. Why are you? You keep saying soon I'll start. Soon I'll be consistent. Soon I'll take it serious. Soon is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. Soon turns into next month. Next month turns into next year. Next year turns into regret. You don't have a motivation problem. You have a delay problem. You keep pushing your potential into tomorrow. And tomorrow is undefeated. IT keeps beating you because tomorrow never comes. It's always today. And today, you're still hesitating. You're moving like you have forever. Let's get uncomfortable. You act like time is unlimited, like your energy will always be this high, like your body will always respond the same, like your opportunities will always be there. They won't. Right now, you have a window of strength, a window of energy, a window of freedom. And you're wasting it. Late night scrolling, late mornings sleeping, endless distractions. You say you want success, but your daily routine screams comfort. Success doesn't wait for comfortable people. IT rewards decisive ones. Opportunity doesn't chase you. You think success is going to knock on your door. You think one day everything will align perfectly. No fear and no doubt and uncertain. That's fantasy. Success is attracted to movement. You don't wait for clarity. You create it through action. You don't wait to feel confident. You build confidence through repetition. You don't wait for the right time. You make the time right. But you've been waiting for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions don't exist. Pressure does. And pressure is where growth lies. While you're waiting, someone else is taking. Your SPOT is not dramatic. This is reality. There's someone out there with less talent than you, less intelligence, less potential, but more discipline. And they're passing you because they're not waiting, they're not overthinking, they're not debating whether they feel ready. They're just moving, messy, imperfect, uncertain, but moving that you're sitting still trying to feel prepared. They're out there becoming prepared through action. That's the difference. You keep thinking you need more time. I just need more time. No, you need more urgency. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else, but you treat yours casually. You treat mornings like suggestions. You treat deadlines like negotiable. You treat your goals like hobbies. Success doesn't treat itself like a hobby. IT demands priority. Let me ask you something. If your dream was on fire right now, would you move faster? Then why are you moving slow? You're comfortable with delay. That's the truth. Delay feels safe. Delay protects your ego because as long as you haven't fully tried, you haven't fully failed. You stay in planning mode, research mode, thinking mode, talking mode, but not execution mode, because execution exposes you. Execution shows whether you're really serious, and that scares you. You wait, but success doesn't. Time is not your FRND. Time is neutral. IT doesn't care about your dreams. IT doesn't care about your goals. IT keeps moving whether you act or not. If you use it wisely, it multiplies you, that if you waste it, it buries you. You don't lose time. Dramatically. You leak at point 10 minutes here, point 20 minutes there, to an hour scrolling. Another hour watching. And suddenly, it's been a year, and oh major change, and oh massive growth. Just intention without execution, that's expensive. You say you want success, but your actions say later success listens to behavior, not words. You can say you want to win, but if you hit snooze every morning, that's your real answer. You can say you want to get in shape, but if you skip the gym because you're not in the mood, that's your real answer. You can say you want financial freedom, but if you avoid learning new skills, that's your real answer. Success doesn't judge you by what you say to IT, responds to what you repeat. And what you repeat right now is delay. Urgency changes EV change. There's a version of you that moves differently, faster, sharper, more focused. That version doesn't wait to feel ready. That version acts and figures it out along the way. What's the difference? Urgency. When something matters enough, you don't delay that if your life depended on it. You'd move that if someone offered you $1 million to act today. You'd ACT to S. Oh, don't tell me you can't move fast. You can, you just don't treat your dream like it's life or death. But here's the truth that IT kind of is, because every year you waste is a year you can't get back. You're addicted to and preparation feels productive. IT feels safe that you're watching tutorials, reading books, listening to podcasts. That's good. But at some point, you have to execute. You can't prepare forever. There is no final level of readiness. You build readiness through experience, through mistakes, through adjustment, through repetition, not through endless consumption that at some point, learning becomes hiding. And you've been hiding behind preparation. Success rewards not recklessness, not stupidity. Speed of action, speed of correction, speed of adaptation. UT or wide IT fails. You adjust, you try again. That loop builds momentum, but when you wait, there's no loop in feedback and progress. Just stagnation. And stagnation feels comfortable, but it slowly destroys confidence because deep down, you know you're capable of more. You keep thinking you have time, wait, let's get serious. You don't know how much time you have. You don't know when circumstances will change. Responsibilities will increase. Energy will drop. Opportunities will close. Right now, you have room to build, room to risk, room to fail and recover. And you're wasting it. That's dangerous because later gets heavier, more bills, more pressure, more obligations that if you won't move now, when will you? Your habits are either accelerating you or delaying. Why there is no neutral. Every day, your habits are either moving you forward or keeping you stuck. That extra hour studying, acceleration. That extra workout, acceleration. That uncomfortable conversation, acceleration. But that extra episode, delay. That unnecessary scroll, delay. That excuse, delay. Multiply that over 365 days, that's the difference between average and elite. Not talent, consistency, and speed of execution. Stop waiting for someone to say confidence is a result, not a requirement. You think. Confident people start confident. No, they start scared. They start unsure, but they move anyway. And movement builds belief. You want to feel ready before you act. That's backwards. Action creates readiness. Repetition creates confidence. Delay creates doubt. So if you're waiting to feel fearless, you'll wait forever. Success responds to not interest, not curiosity, commitment. Interest says, I'd like to. Commitment says, I will. Interest shows up when it's convenient. Commitment shows up when it's uncomfortable. Which one are you living? Be honest, because success can tell the difference. IT can feel hesitation. IT can feel half effort, and it does not reward it. You need TO move NOW not next week, not next month. Now, start before you feel ready. Start before you feel confident. Start before you feel clear. Clarity will come from movement. Momentum will come from repetition. But none of that happens while you wait. The first step is always messy. Good. Take it anyway. Here's the 5 years from now. You'll either be grateful you started today, or embarrassed that you didn't. That future version of you is watching what you tolerate, watching what you delay, watching how serious you really are. And here's the part that stings. That future version cannot come back and fix this moment. Only you can, right now. Decision time success doesn't wait. Neither should you. You can keep analyzing, keep planning, keep talking. Or you can move imperfectly, aggressively, consistently. Your life changes the moment delay ends, not when motivation spikes. Not when conditions improve. When delay ends, that's the shift, that's the line. Draw it. Right now, and no more soon. No more later. No more when I feel ready. You move today because success is already moving. And if you don't catch up, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering what could have been. You heard it. Success doesn't wait. Now let's take it further, because waiting is not just delay. Waiting is decay. Every day you hesitate, something inside you weakens, confidence fades, edge dulls, belief shrinks, and slowly you start accepting less. Waiting makes you don't notice it at first, it's subtle. You say, I'll start tomorrow. Nothing explodes. Life doesn't collapse, so you think it's harmless. But every time you delay, you send yourself a message. I don't move when it's uncomfortable. That message repeats over and over until it becomes identity. I'm not the type who takes action. That's dangerous, because once delay becomes identity, you stop trying. And once you stop trying, you start settling. Settling is slow suicide until you start lowering expectations. I don't need that much. I'm okay with average. I just want to be comfortable. Comfortable? Comfortable is code for scared. Scared to risk. Scared to fail. Scared to be seen trying to so you shrink the dream to match your effort. Instead of increasing effort to match the dream, that's backwards. And that's what waiting does. You're not confused. Your ing stops saying you're confused. You know what you need to do? Wake up earlier, train harder, cut distractions, build skills. Execute daily. You know that you're just hesitating, because action means responsibility. Action means no more. Blaming. Action means results will expose you. And exposure scares you. But hiding costs more. Every day you wait, someone else builds. The momentum is powerful, but it's invisible at first, but unstoppable once it builds. Someone out there started 6 months ago. They were scared. They were unsure. They were not ready, but they moved. Now they're ahead. Not because they're better, because they started. While you were still thinking, still planning, still preparing. Momentum doesn't care about potential. IT responds to repetition. You build it through daily execution, or you watch others build it while you sit still. You have normalized procrastinating. Let's expose something. You laugh about procrastinating. You joke about it. I work better under pressure. No, you don't. You panic under pressure. You scramble under pressure. You survive under pressure, but you don't dominate. Procrastination is not personality, it's lack of urgency. And urgency is a decision. The moment you treat your goals like emergencies, your behavior changes. Your dream does not need more, it needs more effort. You keep thinking the missing piece is time. But look at your day. Hours disappear, not into work, not into growth, into distraction. You don't need more time. You need stricter boundaries in random scrolling, in endless debates, in unnecessary noise. Time is already there. Discipline isn't. Stop waiting for a BRA, waiting for a moment, but a breakthrough, a sign, a surge of motivation. Let me tell you something. Breakthroughs come after breakdowns, after frustration, after repetition, after boring consistency. They don't come before effort. They come because of effort. You don't wait for momentum. You create it, and momentum rewards those who move first. Your excuses sound logical, that's why they're dangerous. I'm tired. Valid. I'm stressed. Understandable. I've got responsibilities. True, but here's the question. Are those reasons stopping you? Or are they just slowing you down? There's a difference. You can be tired and still execute. You can be stressed and still train. You can be busy and still build. That IT might not be perfect, but it's progress. Waiting for perfect conditions, that's self-sabotage. Action clarifies even if you think too much. What if it fails? What if I'm not good enough? What if it doesn't work? You don't think your way to clarity. You act your way to clarity. You try. You adjust. You improve. That's how it works. Sitting still creates more doubt. Movement creates answers. Even wrong answers teach you something. Waiting teaches you nothing. You can't outthink if your fear does not disappear with planning. IT shrinks with exposure. The first video you post feels awkward. The first business move feels risky. The first gym session feels uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is growth knocking. But if you wait until fear is gone, you'll never move. Courage is not lack of. Fear that it's action despite it. And courage compounds. Your future self, picture yourself 5 years ahead, stronger, more confident, more skilled, more disciplined. That version exists, but only if you act now, because 5 years from now will come anyway. The question is, will you arrive prepared or regretful? That future self is built daily, through choices, through habits, through execution, not through intention. You're wasting prime years. Let's talk honestly that you're in your prime. Energy, high. Responsibilities manageable. Body capable. Mind flexible. And you're treating it casually. Later in life, it gets heavier. More bills, more obligations, more pressure. Now is the lightest it will ever feel. That if you won't push now, when it's light, what makes you think you'll push when it's heavy? You don't need permission. You're waiting for someone to validate you. To tell you it's okay to start. To tell you you're good enough. That in 01 is coming. Permission is self-issued. You decide you're ready. You decide you're capable. You decide you're going. That's adulthood. That's ownership. Waiting for approval keeps you small. Speed builds in not recklessness. Speed of decision. Speed of action. Speed of recovery. You make a move that IT fails. You correct it. Fast. That speed creates power, because now you're not afraid of mistakes that you're used to adjusting. Waiting makes mistakes feel huge. Action makes them manageable. You're not figuring it out, you're stalling. That, let's be honest, that you've been figuring it out for a while. That at some point, you have to pick a direction, move, and refine as you go. Clarity grows with commitment, not hesitation. You can pivot later, but you cannot grow while frozen. The cost of waiting that's why you underestimate it. You don't see the opportunities you missed. You don't see the skills you could have built. You don't see the network you could have created, but they exist. Every day you delay compounds, and compound delay turns into compound regret. That hurts more than temporary discomfort. Urgency is and yours has been weak, that you've trained comfort, that you've trained distraction, that you've trained delay. Now you must train urgency. When something needs to be done, do it immediately. Send the email, make the call, start the project, open the book, lace the shoes. No countdown. No debate. Immediate execution. That habit alone can change your life. You say you want success, then act like it's scarce, because it is. Elite spots are limited. Opportunities are competitive. Positions get filled. Markets move. Industries evolve. And if you're slow, you get replaced. This world rewards speed and consistency, not intention, not potential, execution. This is your wake-up call. You can keep waiting, keep hesitating, keep delaying, and in 5 years, you'll still be talking, still planning, still wishing. Or you can move now, build now, sacrifice now. So later, you don't have to regret. Success doesn't wait. That IT flows toward action. That IT moves with momentum. That IT rewards commitment. And it ignores hesitation. The clock is running. Not dramatically, not loudly, quietly, relentlessly. And every second you delay, it keeps moving. The question is simple. Are you moving with it? Or are you standing still, watching others pass you?